What's up? What's up? What's up, world?
We back at you live and direct. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoin and Bourbon. Although lately we've been drinking a lot of beer and not bourbon, but we will definitely get back to the bourbon. We here to drop some game. On top of the game, behind us is the Duke, North Carolina, probably college basketball's best rivalry. But we're gonna talk some Bitcoin. I'm Marty J, aka MJ, Coach MJ the Side Stacker.
I'm Crypto Jones, aka Bitcoin Block, and this is Bitcoin and Bourbon.
Yes, we coming to you.
Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and that Taco Bell bing, because you gotta be notified
Whenever we drop new content.
People, I'm gonna tell you this now. It's February, but it felt like Christmas. Only because the gift of we said this in our podcast, right? My brother said it. He said, Bitcoin is forgiving. Bitcoin will leave you and come back and be like, come on, man, what you waiting on? And this is one of them situations, people.
It's funny too, Block, because first and foremost, we coming to you at a Bitcoin price of $69,266 per BTC. And Bitcoin is a gift that keeps giving. It's funny because everybody's trying to figure out like what's going on in the space. We've printed 4 red candles since we hit our new all-time high of 126.2 in October. When we all thought it was October, Bitcoin faked this out. And I don't care if you are a trader, a top analyst, an OG Bitcoiner. None of us saw what is taking place right now. None of us. Nobody. No, not one person. And you got the yaysayers and the naysayers. And listen, we're not here because you got people that's like, I told you so. And I'm like, let me address the naysayers. People that's like, I told you so. Like, what did you tell us? Okay, we're here to educate you. If you on the sideline just waiting for Bitcoin and crypto to crash so you can say, I told you so, the joke is on you, buddy. The joke is on you, buddy, because now this is the time where you can actually eat. This is the time where you can absolutely, and Block. Okay, so I've been in this space since 2018. I done heard and seen all of this stuff before. All of it. I heard Bitcoin's a scam. I heard Bitcoin going to zero. I heard I heard all of that stuff. All of it. And so, again, we're not here to poke fun or say, I told you so. None of that stuff. We just here to educate you. We want you to win just like we winning. And we'll be winning. It's a lot of stuff that's going on in the world today. So much confusion and distraction. And right up under your noses, and it's literally right up underneath your noses, they reset the money. The money's being reset.
And the distraction, and I state this because what controls you consumes you. And what consumes you distracts you. It's like, even with the Epstein files, like, people. Like, one thing I learned about the elites, they don't want regular people in this space because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. We keep saying that, where it's like, we understand the Clarity Act. We understand what's going on. I don't put emotions in investing because I understand that what I hold, you get what I'm saying? Like, I keep telling people it's not about pricing. It's about positioning. That's what this whole situation, what just happened made history. Literally, I think they said like almost 4 trillion in 24 hours.
It's crazy. Like, it got wiped out. And here's the thing, like, when you, aside from, like, I'm not talking about this foolishness nonsense that's causing the distraction, because I don't, like, the stuff that's going on in Minnesota and the political stuff, like, macroeconomically speaking, for the whole, and listen, understand this. This ain't a Bitcoin crypto thing. The entire market sold off. The entire market sold off. This happens 4, 5, maybe 6 times every single year. And the wealthy whales, they sitting on their yacht smoking cigars saying, we got them again.
Got them again.
And because, listen, and we've said this before, Block, on our podcast. If somebody is selling, somebody's got to be buying. Well, if the market sold off, who is buying? It's the guys out there in Miami on the big yacht that's worth 200, 300 million saying, we got them again.
We got them again.
Okay, this is why we say you got to have dry powder. We ran out of dry powder. We ran out of dry powder. We said, man. What'd you do, Block?
Man, what? I woke up, I said, ain't no way.
Hey, we woke up.
I was just buying because I saw the opportunity.
And so let me ask you a question. When you saw the sell-off, how did you feel? What was your reaction?
I just smiled. I smiled because I own a lot of mops and I knew it was blood in the streets. So I started cleaning up. We get excited. If you want to get wealthy, I ain't talking about rich. Well, if you want to get wealthy, you have to learn to love the red days. We get excited. We like, yes, our favorite asset just went on sale. And see, this. Watch this. If your favorite shoes or your favorite ladies, your favorite handbag went on sale, was 40-50% off their price, you would be excited and you would make sure you went and copped it. No questions asked, boom, bang, pow. Well, guess what? It's the same thing with assets. We have moved on from the material stuff, and it's about accumulating assets for us. So we get excited when our favorite asset, like Amazon, if you, I see Amazon trucks everywhere. If you own Amazon stock, Amazon crashed down to $198 per share. You should have loved to buy that stock at its discount. I would have loved it.
Because it's going back to $230, $240. Easy. Okay? So we get excited, we fall in love, we get super excited when we see our favorite assets go on sale.
Because
right?
We made, this is just me. My strategy is I made Bitcoin my Roth IRA. I made Bitcoin my 401k. I made Bitcoin my savings account. So it's 98% of what I do in life, I live my life like a Bitcoin standard. Where it's I don't believe in being down. Because at the end of the day, that's what you see. The average person, a new investor will get wrecked every time because I'm not emotional. I don't put emotions in money because I know currency is the flow of anything. I don't put emotions in nothing that flow. Because the moment I put emotions in something that's going to keep flowing, that means I stagnate and I become a bank.
Yeah.
You know what a bank do, right? A bank stops the flow.
Stops the flow.
That's what a bank is. So it's I don't care about nothing else but because dry powder, when we say dry powder, we talking about fiat, where everybody's dry powder is different. I can have 20K, 30K, 10K, 5K, 3K. I always keep a big amount to the side for specifically what's going on right now, because no matter if I do DCA every day, if I DCA 25 every day and I see it go down 30-20%, that means I'm putting 100 in instead of 25. That's all I'm doing. And that's what my dry powder to the side is, because even though this podcast is Bitcoin and Bourbon, it's also, we talk about digital assets, people.
Yeah, we talk about all kinds of assets.
These assets like XDC, ZBCN, XLM, XRP, XP, a lot of these assets, people, don't you realize once they gone, they gone. And when something is gone, what does it do? It appreciates. These are assets, people.
Yeah, we may even talk about stocks. Market sell-offs like that are amazing, and that's where the wealth is. And so let me try to the best of my ability, unpack a little bit as to why we've seen this correction and why we've printed 4 red candles since our all-time high in October of 126,200.
And that was just October.
So we printed 4 red candles. October was actually a red, meaning, when I say candles, meaning it's down. Green candles up. So we've had 4 red candles. And so one thing that I know is happening, there's a lot of leverage that's being unwound. A lot of people were forced to sell. They got margin called. and with leverage, you can get wrecked, totally wrecked.
Every
So
time.
when you buy assets and stocks, crypto with borrowed money, and if there's a sharp turn down or if it's a sharp turn up, you make a lot of money real quick. If there's a sharp turn downward, you can get margin called and be forced to sell your position. Well, a lot of us, actually all of us, there's not one person that's in the Bitcoin space, crypto space. Heck, you could be an analyst. Everyone looked at Bitcoin between 200 and 300,000 during this cycle. Every last one. So a lot of people borrowed money via leverage to actually get a good Bitcoin position in anticipation for that. So what happened with this cycle, and we're still in, I'm going to say that we're still in our 4-year cycle, because one of the narratives was that the cycles have been broken and we're about to go on this super cycle. Maybe we still will, I don't know. But if you look at the 4-year halving cycles traditionally, this doesn't look anything different, other than the one caveat that the cycle is muted. What do I mean by muted? Well, in October, we should have had this parabolic blow off top that should have sent us to somewhere around 200 to 300,000 per coin.
Easy.
It didn't happen, okay? So again, a lot of people levered up in anticipation for that. And instead of having this blow off top, we topped out in October. And then we went into what now looks like crypto winter. That's happened every cycle. Every cycle. Now, if the cycle is muted and we're still in the regular traditional crypto cycle, Bitcoin cycle, we had a muted top, which means we're going to have a muted bottom. All right? Because we would always have these parabolic blow off tops, we would have these 80% drawdowns. All right? Because if you look at any stock or any crypto project, it could be real estate. When something runs hard up, it comes down just as fast, just as hard.
Period.
Okay? So that's what Bitcoin would do. We didn't have the parabolic blow off top. Again, we're not going to see an 80% correction downward. Like everything is muted right now. So where we go from here, I don't know. I venture I think we're in a relief rally and we'll touch 58. I'm definitely have some dry powder for that. I believe we see 58 somewhere around there. And then we'll either chop sideways until October, or this cycle is different. But nobody knows.
But we know what we hold. So,
yeah.
Like, we don't mind investing people. Whereas, like, when somebody tell you it was once in a lifetime, that's equivalent to you go in your backyard or wherever you go, you find a diamond, taking the trash out. And you take this diamond, it's sparkling. So you take it to banks, you take it to pawn shops, you take it to wherever. And they tell you, that's rare. That's what Bitcoin is. So do you sell it?
It is.
Do you sell it right then and there? Or do you hold on? You gotta have a long-term horizon when you invest. And I tell people that because I get a lot of people in my inbox. Bitcoin dropped. I hope you took your profit. Listen, people.
Those people, the joke's on you, buddy.
The joke's on you.
The joke is on you. Let me tell you this. I'll give you my personal experience with Bitcoin. All right, so you can laugh at me, but I'm gonna laugh when Bitcoin is at 500,000. Easy. All right. I got in the space 2018. I just printed this on my IG story the other day. $3,800 Bitcoin. I rode it all the way up to $69,000. Then the whole FTX crap came and went, and I rode it all the way back down to 16,000. All right, I was buying Bitcoin at $3,800. I bought it all the way up until 69,000. Rode it all the way back down to 16,000. Rode it all the way back up to 126,000. I'm riding it to it hit 62. It's back at 69 right now, and I'm gonna ride it all the way to 500,000 and beyond. I know what I hold. Okay, and so for those of you that's not doing your homework, and you want to be funny and talk about, Bitcoin is down, again, the joke is going to be on you. We come on here to educate you. We're not trying to be combative. We're not trying to laugh at you. We're not trying to make fun of you. We want everybody to win. And for anybody that wants to jump in our inbox and laugh, hey, listen, man, take that energy somewhere else.
Man.
Okay, we're not in competition with you. We want you to come and win with us. We want you, hey, do you have some ideas? We want you to do your homework. You do some study and come and holler at us and say, hey, man, we got something you should take a look at. Right. Let's eat together. Listen, man, that's what this is for. Where is the love? We not spreading hate. We not spreading envy. We spreading love, community. That's what the Bitcoin and Bourbon podcast is about. A community of people that's getting to the bag, period.
And we ain't gatekeeping. We ain't shilling. We ain't trying to sell you nothing. We trying to give you something. So like the people that do hit me up and they be like that I just tell them, hey, God bless you.
God bless you, man.
God got a plan for you because like one thing about me, I see my future and I know my future bright. Regardless of the dead days or the dull times, I still smile because I understand what I hold. I understand that I hold an asset so scarce that once it's gone, people gonna fight.
Do you guys know, I'm gonna say this. I just told you my story with Bitcoin and how I rode it from $3,800 all the way up to $6,900. Do you realize how, if I could have very easily cashed out and made a ton of money. I could have cashed out at $126,000 and made even. I would have been egregiously rich. Egregiously. Do you know? I know what I hold and I know what my target is. Okay, I've had to learn from my early days of trading and investing how to make money, how to do this right. My early days, I would be trading in and out. Okay, I would have cashed out trying to get back into my asset. Charlie Munger, he was Warren Buffett's partner at Berkshire Hathaway. He had this quote. He said, "The money's not in the buying and selling. The money is in the buying and holding." I had a stock marathon MRO back actually right before the COVID days that I was trading in and out, buying, selling. I'm like, man, I'm making some money, man. But by the time the year ended, where that stock price had went, if I had just bought and held it, I kicked myself, man, so hard. And that's when I learned, no, when you got good assets, you buy, you hold, you wait for the dips, all right, and you buy more. That's what we doing with Bitcoin. We just buying more.
And we doing that with other assets. Like me, this ain't financial advice. I use Bitcoin as my 401k. Bitcoin is my Roth IRA. Bitcoin is my savings account. And that's just me. And that's the Bitcoin standard. My whole life is on Bitcoin. When I shop, even if I'm buying a pack of gum, I no longer let nobody keep that 16 cents. Go ahead. No, I need that. That go towards my assets.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at in life, people, where it's like, we do these podcasts, not to be arrogant, but we don't got to. We don't got to tell people nothing. We could just sit here, get fat, get wealthy, and smile. But we want people to truly understand that your time is an asset. Bitcoin is part of your time.
Yeah. I'm sitting here and I was scratching my head. I'm like, oh, what can I do to get more Bitcoin? This is around, Bitcoin it's October. And I'm like, Bitcoin getting ready to freaking go to $200,000. And I'm like, man, it's going to be tough to really accumulate more coins. I can get sats, but to have another coin, I'm like, what can I do? And then, thank God, the price came down. The price came down. I'm like, well, this makes it much easier to get a quarter of a coin, a half a coin, to become a whole coin. Do you realize the significance of becoming a whole coiner?
Just one.
Especially depending on where you are, like in terms of your age bracket. Because in the next 5 to 10 years, depending on your age bracket, you'll see Bitcoin at $1 million. And so if you got one whole coin, you will be a millionaire. So
ask yourself this: if Bitcoin at $1 million, what you think the other altcoins gonna be at? Ethereum got the potential to go to 100K, people.
yeah, Ethereum,
Solana,
it will go to
everything. Like, so it's like, so right now, right? I want you to just see this. This ain't financial advice. You see Ethereum at $2,000. You know Ethereum gonna go for sure to $100,000. Easy. 5 years from now, easy. Why you ain't investing? You see a pair of shoes coming out tomorrow, $230. You think a pair of $230 shoes in 5 years can go to $100,000?
Here's the thing, especially with Ethereum, is Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, who runs the world, largest asset management company in the world. He giddy. He excited like us. He giddy because he understands where this thing is going, and he's going to tokenize everything. He's pushing it. All right, and this is another reason why I think we had some price instability. They say the quiet part out loud at Davos, the World Economic Forum, WEF, they said globalization is dead. It's over.
It's
all right, like
tokenization.
they saying the quiet part out loud, like everything is going to be tokenized and on the blockchain, meaning you're going to be able to buy a piece of a house. Blockchain, tokenization.
Right now, you're going to be able, and people don't know this, right? People don't even know who owns the Empire State Building. With tokenization, you're going to be able to own a fraction of the Empire State
And all that stuff's going to be built on the Ethereum network. Like, you look at coins like Solana. Solana is an upgrade from Ethereum. It's faster, but it's built on Ethereum. Solana is built on Ethereum.
We say tokenization, people, in real world assets. This is what we talking. We talking in real time. We taking something that's worth something in real time, digitizing it and making it worth more.
Man, we may be able to tokenize, buy like a piece of an antique car. Like everything gonna be tokenized.
Like rare Ferraris. Rare Ferrari is probably like a Bugatti. Bugattis are 2.3 million. You will be able to fractionalize a Bugatti.
Oh, they gonna do it with shoes. They gonna do it with shoes, bag. Like there's a rare Louis bag, Gucci bag come out.
And the reason why the Clarity Act ain't been passed yet because it's manipulation, people. Why would you pass something that you still got a chance to accumulate at these low prices?
Yeah, the bank's fighting it too because the banks don't want to give up control with stable coins and heck, I mean, just with a lot of our crypto products that we hold, we get a great yield.
We switch it to
so the banks don't give yield anymore.
A permissionless technology, people. Like I'm right now, I'm part of the DeFi world where I lend out my money. That's my strategy. This is my financial advice. When I get paid, whether it's for my businesses or my job, I no longer need banks. I let it sit in a stable coin or I lend it out. And I create more money and more incentives off my money. I feel like this. If you work hard for your money, why wouldn't you want your money to work hard for you? Why would you work hard for your money just to let it sit in the bank and let the bank make money off your hard work? That's what you're doing. With this technology, you don't have to do that, people. I should change my name to DeFi King, but my brother's name is that. But people, all I'm telling you now is you gotta learn the difference between the asset. Life is an asset, but the biggest thing about life is time. If you don't utilize time, you don't value time, this ain't the podcast for you. Investing ain't for you. Some people want to be distracted. Some people want the government to control them. Not me. Just being honest. So, before we wrap it up, right, I I know these podcasts go fast, but we give out so much value to you. My biggest thing is the moment you start investing your time into an asset is the moment your time becomes an asset. Stop paying attention to what 50 Cent doing, Jay-Z, Diddy. Focus more on you. Don't let your smartphone be smarter than you and you become dumb. Because that's what the world is becoming. Dumb. No disrespect. If this is going on right here, this is how you know you're distracted. And this is a test. If you can tell me about the latest shoes, the latest gossip, or the latest news, you're distracted. If you can't tell me about the latest asset, the latest global economy, anything that's going on, people, you're distracted. We was all guilty of it. I'm no longer in that field. I can't tell you about the latest nothing. I can tell you about the latest news as far as when it comes to crypto. Epstein files. Distraction. It's a distraction. If you believe Epstein made Bitcoin, then you might well believe I made Bitcoin. Me and him, we invented Bitcoin. Me and him invented Bitcoin. We are the true founders of Bitcoin. It's out, people. I'm sorry. More than a side stacker and Crypto Jones, we are the true inventors of Bitcoin.
Cap.
Period. It's a distraction. Wake up. That's it. I'm only calm today because I'm really enjoying these prices. I hope, me personally, I wish these prices would stay this way forever. Forever.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I got. I don't have anything else for you guys, but
So
just stay calm, don't panic, don't fall for the flood.
Get off zero.
Yeah, you'll hear all kind of stuff. It's crazy, like when the sentiment turns negative, you hear all kinds of foolishness, man. And it's like me now, like I said, I just laugh at it because I've been in this space for so long, and it's like I see it coming. I see you coming with the FUD. But listen, if Bitcoin and a lot of these crypto projects wasn't what they are and will be, people wouldn't.
That have been tanked.
People wouldn't put so much attention in trying to stop it. The previous administration literally tried to kill the industry. Literally. What does that tell you? That tells you that it is a force to be reckoned with, and it's disrupting something. That's what it tells you. Okay? People don't put time, effort, and energy into try to killing something if it's not a detriment to something that they're doing or want to do.
That's it.
Okay? It's really not that hard to figure out, and you have to understand, if you really want to get wealthy, you have to understand that you have to have a different mindset, and you're going to have to play a different game. And the game is it's different. Like the red days with the market, most people selling and they panicking and they behind. Well, the wealthy during the red days, we buying assets.
We buying.
And let me tell y'all this. I'm not telling y'all this because I just woke up and discovered this. No, I literally been through this in my early days of investing. I was a person that had good companies in my portfolio, and on days when the market dumped, I would panic sell. I did that. And then guess what? Like a stupid idiot that I was back then, I watched it go back up and I would buy back in higher. Like I did that. I literally did that. I lost lots of money doing that stupid stuff. Okay? And then I had to dig in and go in the rabbit hole and realize, like I said, I'm not stopping. I know I'm on the right track. What am I doing wrong? So I had to get educated. And that's it. I had to get educated and learn the game. And so what we're doing with this podcast is to wrap it up. When we taking our time, our effort, and our energy just to show you the game.
That's it.
And for those of you that have ears to hear and pick up what we putting down, kudos to you. You're going to be wealthy. Your family's going to be wealthy. And we pray and hope that you would just pass it on to someone else. All right? Pay it forward to somebody else. But do not panic. All right?